Hey guys, how are you? We're halfway through day 9 of the T28 challenge. I want to talk to you guys about a question that I get a lot, and I actually talk about this in the book Transformation 28. It's the idea behind stress, the idea behind specifically stress hormones. So sometimes people come to me and they say, gosh, I've done all of these different things and I don't seem to be losing weight. Why is that? It really has to do with stress hormones. Weight loss is not just as simple as calories in, calories out. And the reason why is because your calories, they're not like just things that you put in, you get energy out. Depending on what kind of food it is, it has an impact on specific hormones. Things like insulin, ghrelin, leptin, cortisol. So if you're not addressing specific hormones, then it can become pretty frustrating. Stress is a huge thing when it comes to not only health, but also with losing weight, gaining muscle, things like that. One of the things that I'm doing right now, in fact, you see this test tube, that's actually filled with spit. So I'm on the my second test collection, because right now what I'm testing is my stress hormones. So I have to spit into a tube like this 4 times today. And I'm specifically going to be measuring 2 hormones, cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and then its inverse hormone, which is known as DHEA. And I want to see, where my stress hormone levels are. There's 3 different stressors, and many times people don't address any of them. A lot of times people might address 1 or 2. Health conscious people might address 2. But in reality, 99% of people aren't addressing all 3. So these stressors absolutely can inhibit your progress as far as leaning down, building muscle, losing weight, burning fat, whatever your goals are. So the first stressor is obviously going to be mental stress. If you're stressed out, just remember this with mental stress, is you're the umpire. You get to call it stress, or you can call it not stress. It's completely up to you. Everything in your life happens. It's an event. You get to call it stress, or you can call it not stressful. Completely up to you. The second thing is going to be chemical stress. So chemical stress would be toxicity, toxins you put in your body, in your food, neurotoxins, things you put, on your skin, things you breathe in. This is going to be a chemical stress. Medications that you take. This is a chemical stress. Another chemical stress would be overexercise. So some people think, hey, if a little bit of exercise is good, maybe I should just always do it. And that can be just as bad too. So I've definitely been guilty of over-exercising and overtraining. That's why today is a rest day. It's a planned rest day. Even though I feel pretty good, I could exercise, but I know that by taking a step back helps me to take 2 steps forward. And then the last one is physical stress. And this is where no one is actually addressing. This physical stress is the physical stress on your spine and your nerve system. If you understood brain, spine, and neurology, you understand that having major shifts and deviations in your posture or having specific segments that aren't moving really stress out the brain quite a bit. And what happens is when you have these 3 things that are going on, let's say all of them are going on, it puts your body in this chronic state of fight or flight. So we also call it sympathetic overdrive all the time. And so over time what happens is you get this huge cortisol response, and when the body is producing a lot of cortisol to get you out of this fight or flight or help you escape from the bear chasing you, it starts to wear down the body, lowers your immune system. You stop making other hormones, things like testosterone. Men can be estrogen, can be progesterone, can be women, ladies who are really sensitive to this, can be thyroid. So I'm measuring this today because I want to see what my cortisol levels are at. And I also want to see what my DHEA levels are at, because I know if DHEA is high, cortisol is low, I'm in this growth mode. I feel if cortisol is high or is unbalanced, then I also know that I'm in this stress mode, and I'm actually tending to drive myself towards getting sick or becoming diseased. So listen, all disease is an inability to adapt to stress properly. And this inability to adapt to stress chronically, that's what leads to things like cancer, like things to heart disease, having low immunity, low healing, poor sleep, inability to lose weight, type 2 diabetes, all these different things. So be well, day 9. We'll talk to you guys for day 10.